So here we are, Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, we're all taking at least a few minutes, but an appropriate amount of time to think about and pray upon all of those who went before us and sacrificed their most precious gift of life so that we could continue to thrive and survive in a free and supportive environment that allows us to thrive and continue on this journey we call life. I'm saddened today to know certain things. For one, almost half the population looks the other way at the fact that we have 770,000 homeless people in this country. Yes, I know they make certain people uncomfortable and they're dirty and they carry all their stuff around with them, and you look the other way and you can't even spare a kind word, a prayer, or a sandwich because they are beneath you. I'm sorry, they're not beneath you. They're like you and me. They've had good times, they've had bad times. They're upon times of hardship right now. They don't need half the population of the country trying to kill them by depriving them of basic needs like food, water, and shelter. 41 million people in the United States of America suffer from food insecurity, meaning they just don't have the resources or availability of enough food to thrive, let alone survive. Yeah, I know. Can't stand those people either because those people really just need to get off their ass and drive the hour and a half to the grocery store and spend the $2 or $3 they have left on food and not look to you for a handout. Who are they? And how dare they want food? No. In reality, who the hell are you? How dare the current leadership and the followers of this maniacal person look the other way while people in our country, our brothers, our sisters, our fellow citizens, are suffering, sick, and dying purely from a lack of resources, while billionaires wipe their ass with money and manipulate our government and corrupt the politicians in Washington if they weren't already so that everything could be dismantled. Medicaid will now be diminished. This will certainly lead to more illness and deaths. SNAP, food stamps, is also being defunded to a certain degree. This will also lead to more illness and death. I could go on the things that have been destroyed in the past 4 months. That will not serve a purpose since most people, even his followers, are aware. But his followers, like him, not only do they look away and not show compassion or common love for their brethren, not only do they take and take and take and spend no time giving, caring, comforting, or soothing the sick, the poor, the hungry, or the homeless, but they actually spend more time obsessing over past presidents like Biden and use this as a defense to the atrocities of the current leader of this country. They are atrocities. This is slow, painful torture and genocide in the manner that, whether it is the objective up front or not, all all of these changes, all of the diminished resources made available to the American people will lead to more illness and death. I wished I was wrong when I said it 4 months ago, but as the new bill tries to get through Congress and Senate, that not only enriches billionaires who need it the least, but it taxes people on minimum wage by another 50% taxes on their wages. This is unacceptable. The people that side with the current president and talk only about Biden and how everything is fake news and nothing has been fact checked. Well, listen, the facts are in your face. This moron gets on TV for all the world to see that he is A, incompetent, B, an idiot, C, has no clue what he's doing, and D, is a heartless, cruel man. He likes to show off as if he's basically bullying the rest of the world because they have been taking advantage of us for so long. Please, he has been taking advantage of us for so long. This self proclaimed successful businessman, his press secretary couldn't say enough about how successful he's been. If all of the bankruptcies, felonies, court cases, reputation, racial injustice, and downright mean bullying of anyone and everyone he encounters is success, then someone somewhere has redefined the word. He's not a success. He is a complete and total failure and has surrounded himself by complete and total failures, let alone corrupt criminals like himself. Birds of a feather, as they say. When will it end? When will his followers wake up and realize that they too will be impacted in a horrible, horrible way? Do they all have more than enough resources? Do they all have money in the bank? Do they all have food on the table and roofs over their head? Do they all have more than they could ever want? Are they enjoying the sweet success of our country's system that has served us so well for so many years? No. The answer is no. They too will be impacted. They too will have a hard time affording food, shelter, transportation, and medical care. You can't make this stuff up. The fact that one man against 300 million people is stripping all support, nourishment, encouragement, pride from all of the people that I mentioned, 300 million plus people. How can this happen? How can one man be allowed to act in such a ridiculous, heinous, destructive way? If people aren't standing up, and I must say, I know people personally who said, well, I don't do politics. I don't get involved in politics. This isn't freaking politics, people. This is an abomination. This is one man against hundreds of millions of people. And he is destroying everything we hold dear. And mark my words, it's costing lives. It's not only costing lives and people dying, becoming sicker, but it's also destroying the fabric of fellowhood and brotherhood in this country. We should be feeding the hungry, housing the homeless. We should be taking care of people with mental illness. We should be doing research to solve problems that are predominantly medical and are solvable. But no, we need to spend money on going out into space to the tune of hundreds of trillions of dollars over the years and subsidize another moron to the tune of billions of dollars a day for his company, while he strips away all of the public service personnel that we need on a daily basis to survive and hope to thrive. He has everyone's personal data. He has Trump wrapped around his finger. He is making up lies about what he is cutting and where he is saving money. Look behind the curtain, people. People are being hired back. You know why? Because they're needed. They were always needed. But now it's a matter of pride. Now it would be a matter of saying, oops, maybe we went a little bit crazy. Maybe we shouldn't have done all this. Maybe we're damning the American public with each and every breath that we take and each action that we execute that deteriorates the quality of life for the people of this country. It is time, people. It's more than time. It is overtime. We need to stand up. We need to be heard. We need to push back hard. And we need to say, no, not on our watch. You're not going to destroy everything we hold near and dear in this republic of ours and make us feel like third world citizens. And systematically, whether intentionally or not, kill people, kill citizens of the United States of America who, before his election, had a chance. Do you know how many people live in a food desert right in the middle of cities? I live in a big city, well, so to speak. The gentrification process is so deliberate. The price fixing for just about everything, but especially housing, is so deliberate and apparent and obvious. All of a sudden, to be a person of color, alternate sexual orientation, or making less than your neighbor, or having less than your neighbor, or struggling, which everyone has struggled. I don't care who you are. We've all had our ups and our downs. But this city only wants middle class white people. And it's a fact. You can see it in every move the city makes. Not the city itself, not the government necessarily, but all of the people that hold the purse strings in this city. Who do they think is going to wash their cars, shine their shoes, cook their meals, serve them, take care of them medically? Who do they think is going to be available when they drive everyone who makes less than $50,000 a year out of the city so that they have to commute 30 to 45 minutes back in to take care of them. Why would anyone want to take care of them? They have no use for anyone who is at a station in life that they don't respect. That includes people of the same standard, of the same caliber. They can't stand each other. Tell me what that's all about. So hate is the word of the day. Millions of United States soldiers have lost their lives to protect our freedoms, our right to survive and thrive, our joy, our love of life. And for what? So that we could watch it all be destroyed by a bunch of self serving egomaniacs who can't even tie their shoes, make a public speech. This is so unbelievable that it can't actually be happening. This is so atrocious that those who support him and his cabinet and all of his actions have lost their freaking minds. When it hits on their doorstep, what are they going to do? Blame those who already have less, those who have already been driven out of their homes, those who already do not have enough food to eat, those who already cannot get medical care so that they can live? Yeah, that's what they're going to do. And it's going to be Biden's fault because my experience thus far is you cannot talk to one of his supporters or followers and get any factual debate going on. It's all rhetoric from him, spouted verbatim. And I can tell it's verbatim because it makes no sense at all. Just like he doesn't. He is mentally incapable of the position that he holds. He is not only corrupt, but he basically flaunts his corruption.
Thank you for joining us. You have been listening to Don Paone's podcast entitled The Time Is Now. Look forward to new and interesting sessions as Don records moving forward. If you'd like to participate in these podcasts, please reach out to me directly. Thank you.